Welcome to the Hear and Heard podcast. I am your podcast host, Emily. I want this to be a safe space for all women to tell their stories, grieve the hard parts, and celebrate themselves. Thank you for being here.
Welcome to Hear and Heard. I'm sitting here with my friend Sarah today. She has a 15-month-old and she is a birth doula and a yoga teacher. So let's start by talking about that because I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So you can talk about becoming a birth doula if you want, or just kind of anything you want, honestly.
Yeah. So I guess it's kind of fun. I got pregnant and I was looking around for movement classes. I'm like, okay, now what? Like,
Yeah.
it's like you're not supposed to lift heavy weights
Yes.
and all these things that you can't do.
Yeah.
Right. And it was like felt really paralyzing. Like I love to ski and I
Yeah.
love to bike and run and I'm just a really active person.
Yes, and just
so
move. Right.
yeah, and yoga too. And
Yes.
like even yoga teachers were like, I don't know. Don't twist. That's literally what I heard. And I was like, okay. I don't know. It just felt weird. I can't use my body fully.
Yeah.
And so that really kind of sparked this idea of like, well, one, I found Kirsten and I was
Okay.
like, oh, this is who I need on my team. Because she's like, you can do all these things. And I'm like, yes.
Thank goodness.
And that's when I started
Oh,
lifting.
good.
And
Okay.
yeah, it just was a huge difference for
Yeah.
me to just have her support and guidance to be like, yeah, these are all safe things to do.
Oh, I love it.
And I was just like really wanting to find something for yoga. And fast forward through my whole pregnancy and after giving birth to my son, just spending a lot of time nursing him at night, trying to stay awake
Yeah.
and like having my phone out and just, man, I just want to look into like prenatal yoga teacher training. And so I was just scrolling, couldn't find one in Minnesota. My husband's from Colorado. And so I was like, what do they have there? And I found this training for doula and prenatal yoga.
Oh, together. Oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, okay, maybe this would be a good fit for me. And so I kind of reached out to the facilitators and was like, hey, what type of yoga? Are we talking like gentle yoga? Or are we talking about like we want to empower our mamas and make them feel strong? And she's like, yeah, it's like strong. Like
so
we do a lot of things. And I was like, okay, that's what I want to do. So that's how I actually kind of got into the prenatal yoga.
Okay.
And then with the doula being a part of it, I just felt like, man, I was so supported during my birth and not just the birth. Like it was like so much of the lead up to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like this should be the standard of care.
Right.
And I would love to be able to do that for people.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the start of it.
So sweet. I love that. Okay, so you are a birth doula. How many clients do you take per month? Because that's not your full-time job.
Yeah, it's not my full-time job. I mean, I'm just getting started, really.
Okay, so just kind of feeling out.
Just a future client is a good fit.
Yeah.
And their due date is around a good timing for my schedule, I feel like. Yeah, it's
good to go.
Yeah, then good to go. Yeah.
I love it. And then you do prenatal yoga Wednesdays?
Yeah, Wednesdays at 6 to 7:15 p.m. here at Empower.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's just such a cozy space here.
It is so cozy. I love it. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so let's start by going into maybe finding out you're pregnant, early pregnancy, all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been kind of thinking about this more, knowing this was coming up. And my husband and I weren't particularly trying to have a baby, but we weren't not trying to have a baby. So it's like we're somewhere in the middle here.
Yeah.
And I just remember going for a run with my friend and being like, oh my gosh, I am so hot. I have been so sweaty. Like, I don't know what is the matter. And it was like this time of year.
Okay, so it wasn't like blaring hot summer.
No, it was like cold November. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I
What is
don't
that?
know.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know, weird. And yeah, then I don't know. Then I realized I had missed my period and just yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a pregnancy
Yeah.
test. And so I like took it in the morning. I was like, oh my gosh, that thing turned like made those 2 lines fast. Okay. And just kind of like in shock and
Okay.
like, whoa. And I just honestly just kept it to myself for the day. I was like, I'm just gonna like kind of keep this close to my heart and like
Yeah.
just kind of sit with it
Yeah.
just myself.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And then yeah, and then my husband and I were driving home from work together and I was like, I don't even remember what he said something and I was like, well, get ready because we're having a baby. He's like, oh my gosh.
That's so cool.
So kind of yeah, and then yeah, so that's kind of how we found out we were pregnant. Yeah.
Wait, how did you feel like first trimester? How did you feel throughout pregnancy?
Yeah, I feel like first trimester I felt yeah, just like a little like some food would make me feel nauseous, but I
Yeah.
never threw up. I was
Oh,
just like
nice.
I really have no desire to eat salad or tomatoes. Like all those things sound disgusting.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And yeah, so just trying to eat, I don't know, whatever I could. But yeah, being very
Yeah.
thankful that I was not actually not like
Yeah.
throwing up. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to one of my midwives because I love different salads. Like, I have a big salad for lunch almost every day. And I remember both my pregnancies, I just repulsed by any sort of any salad. My midwife's like, well, that's probably just your body telling you that, like protecting you because lettuce usually is like highly contaminated.
Yeah.
She's like, just go with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I miss my salad, but I actually don't at all because they sound disgusting right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So overall, felt fairly good during pregnancy.
Yeah, I definitely yeah, had like a lot of anxiety
Did
like
you?
about being pregnant and
Okay.
what can I do? And yeah, so that was definitely a journey of figuring out how to navigate that.
So did you have anxiety pre-pregnancy or was it something that was new popped up?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I feel like it's interesting when I started like talking to a therapist and
Yeah.
she was like, so how long have you been having anxiety? And I was like, oh, I guess it's been my kind of it's been before I was pregnant. I just didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I just didn't realize
That
it.
was just
So,
who you were and you just dealt with it. But
yeah,
now that you have this new baby to take care of and grow, things change. Yeah.
yeah, it just kind of came out in a different way.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, yeah, just navigating that. And then I would say I had a lot of aches and pains. My back, I just
Oh,
was kind of a hurting machine. I was working on my feet all day
oh yeah. Okay.
throughout until the last 2 months of my pregnancy,
Okay.
and I think that was, like, good to be moving,
Yeah.
and also I was just tired and,
All the
like,
time. Yeah.
"Oh, my back." And then I had some pubic symphysis pain
Yeah.
too, but huge plug for PT and, like,
Yes.
dry needling,
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
that I had the dry needling done, and it was amazing release after that. I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Truly, if you have not tried dry needling, it can be a miracle worker.
Yeah.
Honestly. Oh, I can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah, it was so good. So, yeah, I definitely did like a lot of massages and chiropractic work,
Yeah.
like to
Good.
try and kind of ease the
Yeah.
aches and pains.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, it's just feel like my torso is just not as there's just not much space.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So talk about maybe preparing for birth, kind of that navigating all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I really took my pregnancy so seriously, which is very in line with my personality. I take things very seriously. I like to do things right. And so,
So you're a good birth doula, advocating for your patients
yeah,
and your clients.
yes. Oh, yeah. I take it very seriously. Yeah. So I just did a lot of homework. I
Yeah.
had so much fun looking for doulas,
Yeah.
looking for the different providers. I just had a lot of fun doing the
Your research.
research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Mhm.
I love it.
Yeah.
Did you worked with an OB?
So I worked with a family med and
Oh,
OB.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
cool.
So I went that route because I really liked that I could go to a smaller clinic instead of having to go to the hospital for
Yeah.
all my
Right.
visits. Like, yeah, I thought I was like really nervous of being in the hospital. Turns out I'm fine being in the
Okay.
hospital. It was just something that I kind of made up. Um, so I was like, wow, I'm actually fine here. But it was nice to like go to a small clinic,
Yeah.
be able to just like, drive there, park, not have to worry about paying for parking, or,
Yeah.
like small
Yeah.
things like that. Just
Yeah.
like walk in, do the
So
thing,
much
and then
quicker.
leave.
Well, and I remember, I mean, I think during both my pregnancies, it was under construction downtown. So just parking in one ramp, and I mean, it took probably 10 minutes to weave through this hallway and go up these stairs and then this hallway and then you go down these stairs. It's just a mess. I'm like, can I just not park in a parking lot and walk in? No,
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
That's so nice that you were able to do family med and OB.
Yeah, and then I liked that they like stay with their patients. So, whatever doctor you have is on call for you when you go into
What?
labor. Yeah.
So your okay, I did not have that experience at all. So your doctor
Mhm.
that you had throughout pregnancy delivered your baby?
She was there when I was birthing my baby, but plot twist, she did not. She was not the one that caught
Oh,
him, but yeah, she was there. Ideally it would be like you would kind of stay with your
that
provider.
that's so cool. And I suppose if she's family med and OB, she probably delivers less babies than just OB. So she has more the availability, flexibility to be there.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So it's a nice option for people to know that. I always tell my doula clients that, like,
Yeah, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
you can have someone and like know who's going to be at your birth. And if they're not going to be there for some reason, like they have the backups of the other
Yeah,
doctors in their practice.
that's so cool.
Hmm.
Okay, what a nugget of information. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe talk about early labor, kind of working into
Yeah.
giving birth.
Mhm. Yeah. So the morning of the birthday party was I just felt I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just need to do something." I don't know what. I was so agitated. I remember texting Kirsten and being like, "Ugh, what do I need to do?" And she's like, "You need to chill out and do some yoga, take a nap, talk to your baby, just take
Yeah.
it easy." And
Yeah.
so we did a really good job. My husband and I just snuggled and
Sweet.
we read our books and took a nap and I did some yoga. And then I was like, still like, I need to do something. I was going over to my friend's house for dinner. We
Okay.
were invited to go to their house for dinner. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm going to make this huge salad. So I was chopping so many
Yeah.
vegetables. And then I was like, okay, her house is 30 minutes away. I'm going to walk, and I had the dog and I was walking. And I remember seeing someone that I knew and being like, nope, I do not want to talk to them. I'm like going in a different direction. I just was like needing, yeah, I don't know.
You
I was
were just
on a
in the
mission,
zone.
but I did not feel like, I guess looking back, I did have a couple early labor signs like diarrhea, which,
Yeah.
is a sign,
Yeah.
but I didn't know. I just was like, okay.
Because sometimes, I mean, it is a sign, but also sometimes it can just be random too.
Yeah, right. You're like, who knows what's going on in the stomachs. Yeah. So I was like, well, all right, whatever. Walked to her house and then was sitting on the porch talking to her husband, and we were talking about sailing. And
Oh.
I then thought I peed my pants. And I was like, oh, it keeps coming. And I was like, oh, wow, it's really warm. I think that my water broke. And I was actually at my friend's house, who is a midwife. And I was like,
So sweet.
oh my gosh, I think my water broke. And she's like, let's go to the hospital. And
So cool.
so we called Will, and we're like, oh my goodness, my water broke. And he's like, okay, I'm on my way. He got the dog, our other dog. We had 2 dogs at the time, and came to her house. And our plan was like, pick me up, go to our house, get our stuff,
Yeah.
take a shower.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we did that. And then my friend was like, I will meet you at the hospital. I'll bring you some food and meet you
Sweet.
at the hospital.
Yeah.
And then we also called Kirsten, and
Okay.
Kirsten's like, I don't know, like it kind of, obviously she wasn't saying don't go to the hospital,
Yeah.
but she was kind of like, if you go to the hospital, you're gonna be there
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like kind of took that into consideration.
Yeah.
I was not feeling any contractions or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But I got in the shower and it went from nothing to full force. I
Goodness.
got out of the shower. I was like, okay, I can get out of the shower. And then I was like, I just need to be on the ground, hands and knees.
Yeah.
I am ready and let's go.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so I think my water broke at 6:30.
Okay.
And then I started feeling stuff at 7. Yeah,
Okay.
started feeling contractions at 7.
Okay.
And then we got in the car and um yeah, I was having contractions every 3 minutes or so.
Okay. How was it driving from your home to the hospital?
Yeah, it was like a 15-minute drive, and it was like pretty uncomfortable. I was
Okay.
just
Yeah.
sitting in the front seat, like trying to get comfortable. And we got into my husband parked. We'd
Mhm.
like practice this
Yeah.
too. This is
Yeah.
like also a good tip. Like
Yes.
practice driving to the hospital. Like it's the first. Yeah, and there's different entrances you can go to
Yes.
depending on how urgent it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just got dropped off, and then I walked, but I wanted to crawl
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
elevator. I was, oh my God, can I make it there? And okay, I made it there. I
Mhm.
got checked in. We
Yeah.
went to triage. My friend met us there, and she met us in triage,
Okay.
and she ended up doing the check
Oh, okay.
because the resident was like never taking his time. And which was
Was
great.
she a midwife there? Her to interrupt.
Yeah, so she
Oh,
was
okay.
just getting started. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
So she was just getting started, just getting her wings.
Oh.
So she got me checked, and she was like, oh, you are 7 centimeters.
Oh my Lanta.
And yeah, so yeah, spoiler alert, had a precipitous birth. So it was very, very
moly.
fast. Yeah, so that was like getting checked around 7:30. I think
Okay.
we got there around 7:38. Maybe
Okay.
it was 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, and got checked 7, and then was on the bed and getting pushed back into
A labor delivery room.
yeah, into the room. And I remember one nurse asking, do you want an epidural? I'm like, no. Because in my mind, I was like, 7, that's transition. This is
Yeah.
the hardest part.
Yeah.
So if I've already got this far, like
I can make
I
it.
can do it.
Yeah.
Like and that was my goal too,
Yeah.
was I didn't want to have medication. So I was like, okay, we'll just go for it.
Mhm.
And yeah, got into the room and did a couple positions, I think, and Kirsten showed up. Like, she's checking in with Will and like, okay, how's she doing? And it's like, she's at a 7, and she's like, what?
I got it.
she got
so
there,
funny.
I think around 8.
Okay.
And yeah, and then I was in it. It was very much in the zone.
Yeah.
And making sounds I never knew existed in my body. It felt very wild to me. Like, just felt like
primal wild, or just like unique wild?
Yeah, it felt primal. Like, it just felt like this is like, kind of an animal. You know, you're a mammal, and like, wow, like just all the noises, all the movements.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of really focused. So I had to have reminders like, okay, let's move positions.
Yeah.
And that was so helpful to have people in the room to help with
reminding you.
that. Yeah. So I did hands and knees and squats. And then, I mean, I was complete at 9 o'clock or a little bit before 9.
Okay.
And then because I pushed for about an hour.
Okay.
And then he was born at 9:57. Yeah. So it was
water broke at 6:30.
6:30.
And
Started feeling contractions at 7. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so incredible. How was pushing? How was that for you?
Yeah. So pushing, I had the squat bar up on the bed.
Yeah.
And I was trying to do the squat. I think my legs were just getting tired, and just the shakes too. So much, just all the hormones and everything. So I did get on my back and use the squat bar. And then push into the squat bar. A little different than having the stirrups out.
Right.
And so that felt really powerful and strong for me to do that.
Cool.
Yeah, and I guess I'll say just it's amazing. You have these contractions, but you also have these amazing breaks.
Yeah.
It really is incredible what your body does. That it's knows to like work super hard, and it is intense sensation.
Yeah.
And then you have this break.
Yeah.
And this like lull, and that is so
Our bodies are incredible.
Yeah, so great. And
And even just like the noises and the fact that you felt comfortable, or an urge to go hands and knees, all of that is so interesting to me. Just to have kind of that instinct in your body. I mean, our bodies really know what they're doing for the most part, and to just kind of have that instinct to do those things is so interesting to me.
Yeah, they're so smart.
Yeah.
And I guess at the end when I was done, and I was like, oh wow, like I felt like it was kind of comparable to hockey. It was like,
okay, tell me that.
Like my Minnesotan. I was like, wow, you actually get breaks, I don't know if I thought it was gonna just be continuous sensation.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, you get breaks. I'm a Nordic skier. I'm used to consistent sensation.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Awesome.
And I just felt, very, very strong the whole time. Yeah. It was,
that's so cool.
It was really great. Yeah.
Okay, so your OB did not catch your baby.
Yeah. So my friend was,
I love
that's a
it.
midwife.
Yeah.
She got to catch Dean.
That's so
Yeah. So my
sweet.
husband and I call her Dean's first person.
Oh,
because
that's so sweet.
she got to have hands on him first, and that was we really wanted her to be there for that part.
I love that.
And and then my husband got to cut the cord, and we got I birthed the placenta, and we got to have the tour of the placenta. Yeah.
So
It was
cool.
so cool to look at.
Yeah.
And
baby snuggled.
yeah, and baby just went right on to belly.
Okay.
Yeah, I think our cord was a little short. So
Oh,
so
okay.
he was there and then, got it cut and he came right on to chest
Crawled right up. I love it.
and we did, yeah, and started nursing right away. So
Oh,
that was pretty
that
special.
is so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. That's another thing that amazed me. My first really didn't start nursing right away. I mean, he came out to my test, but didn't start nursing right away. And my second did. And I was like, holy moly, girl, what you doing? This is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, knows what she wants right away.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So tell me about early postpartum in the hospital, all that type of stuff, and then getting discharged.
Yeah, so I had second degree tears
Okay.
from birthing. And so I had a lot of them, just a lot of like I think yeah, there's just a lot of stitching that needed to
Okay.
happen.
Okay.
And that took a long time. And that was for me the most challenging
Yeah.
part was that it was really hard. And I think it's the one part of my birth that I'm like, man, I wish I had like asked for drugs at that point
Yeah.
because I was yeah, that was really intense for me. And I think it's different when you have the sensation of pushing the baby and having the contractions because this
Yeah.
is productive. Like
Yes.
I'm working towards
Yeah.
this goal.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously you need to be stitched up for like
Right.
bleeding.
Yeah.
And I mean also you do not actually have to be stitched up if you have, first degree tears and
Yeah.
sometimes for second degree tears as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, in my case, I needed to be stitched
Yeah.
up. Yeah, and so the recovery was, I felt like in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
It just took a long time to heal, and
Yeah.
just needed to like move slow. But yeah, I mean, everyone was great at taking care of us. They actually, so I birthed in one of the OB rooms
Okay.
and then they moved us into, the midwifery suites for our
Okay.
postpartum stay,
Nice.
which was so nice, and it happened, like he was born at the opening of the Olympics, so we just
Oh,
loved this time at the
that's so
hospital,
sweet.
just, like,
Yeah.
snuggled into the midwifery
I
suites
love
and
it.
just, yeah,
Just watch the
snuggling our
Olympics.
baby
Yeah.
and yeah,
Oh my goodness.
just being there, we just call it like the little cloud. We just felt like we were in the cloud. Everyone was just angels taking care of us. We
Oh,
just felt very held during
that's
that time.
so wonderful.
Yeah.
How was it transitioning to being at home then?
Yeah, then it was so hot. It was also very hot at that time.
Yeah.
Um So it was nice being in the hospital with the air conditioning, and we don't have that at our house. So
Oh,
it's just like very sticky.
yeah.
I have extremely sensitive skin.
Okay.
And so everyone's like, okay, use the pens for like postpartum, like bleeding. That's a great tool. I'm like, okay, great. Well, my skin is so sensitive that I
Could
like
not do it.
broke out to it.
Oh
So I had
no.
some intense itchy
Oh
like, it was so yeah, it was kind of like, "Really? I'm, like, have to sit here and feed my son," and I'm, like, so itchy and uncomfortable.
And
So
I feel like postpartum early, there's like sweating and figuring out nursing and just all these like fluids and sensations. And then to also be hot and itchy on top of that
it's sticky.
and sticky. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah, but, like, very much, like, same thing. Our community just really rallied. There were, like, flowers,
Oh, sweet.
lots of food.
Yeah. Good.
Um, yeah, just yeah, and we did a lot of work, preparing for postpartum
Yeah.
because we had a doula.
Yeah.
I would not have thought to do that otherwise, and we're like, "Yeah, we don't want anyone to come and stay with us for the first couple of
Yeah.
weeks."
Yeah.
So
I think that's, I mean, another huge thing about a doula is they're so experienced, not only for birth, but also postpartum
mhm.
and kind of putting those thoughts in your brain about just some of the conversations you can have ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you feel prepared and you're not scrambling while also being postpartum and dealing with all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You get set up beforehand, like, okay, these are some conversations of how do you do when you don't have a lot of sleep?
Yes.
And
Yeah, that's
yeah.
so huge. How was anxiety postpartum and
Yeah.
mental health?
Yeah. I think, yeah, I definitely had some, worries. Am I gonna, yeah, fall asleep with him
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
squish him? Like,
Yes.
dark thoughts that
Yeah.
would come
Yeah.
in
Right.
sometimes, think about those. And, but it did not linger for long,
Oh, good. Okay.
honestly. It
Yeah.
was, yeah, I remember having a few of those thoughts and then, like, especially with falling asleep with him, it's let's set up our bed
Hmm.
so that it's safe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then that's actually safer to have a bed that's following
Safe.
the safe sleep 7 instead of nursing on a chair
Yeah.
and then maybe falling
Falling asleep.
asleep.
Yeah.
So that worked a lot better too,
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah. It's so nice to be able to kind of have actually your bed set up for your baby just to be more safe. Like you said, instead of falling asleep in a chair, maybe.
Yeah, that helped a lot. Yeah, and we went we also had to go to his doctor a lot at the
Okay.
beginning because he had jaundice.
Okay.
So, and he was right on the cusp of
Okay.
needing the Billy lights.
Yeah.
So it was like almost every day for like the
Oh.
first week.
Yeah.
My husband and I were like, just like, this is our routine. We just like pack him up
And
and
go.
go to the go to the doctor and get his
Oh my
blood
gosh.
test, which was really hard because they do
Yeah.
a heel poke and then like
Yeah.
squeeze the blood, and
That's
it's really
so
sad.
hard.
And yeah, and that's another good time to have a doula too, because Kirsten's like, you don't have to be the one in there. And I didn't know that.
Right.
No one was telling me that at the
Yeah.
hospital. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have, like, dad can just do that.
Yeah.
And, dad was able to handle it
That's
better.
so nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you have to stay in the hospital longer because of jaundice, or you just went outpatient?
Yeah, we didn't stay at the hospital longer. We just come back to see his doctor at the clinic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so we did that,
Good.
and he never needed the lights.
Good. Okay.
Um, but yeah, another thing about him about that I wish I had known about before was, about a month after he was born, he had blood in his stool,
Oh, interesting.
and that was really scary. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what's going on?" And, you know, I called the nurse line and they're like, "Okay, like, do you have blood, like, on your nipples?" And I'm like, "I don't know, let me check." "No?" Like, they, like, go through the list.
Yeah.
And then, she's like, "Okay, so if it happens again today, then you need to come into the
Yeah.
emergency room because
Okay.
he's so young."
Yeah.
And it happened again. So it's like,
Okay.
okay, we took him to the emergency room and did all these tests and things. And there they were like, it's probably a milk protein allergy.
Okay.
So you need to stop eating dairy
Okay.
and then see if that helps.
Yeah.
And then we did a follow up with his pediatrician, and yeah, I took out dairy, I took out soy, I took out so many things,
Yeah.
and it actually continued to get pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah, so
Funny.
we had to switch to formula around like 5.5 months because of his tummy. And
That's hard.
yeah, I was so grateful that there is a different
Yeah.
option.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and it just really opened up my mind as a mother, as a person. Like, everyone's journey is so different, and we
Yeah.
can have these thoughts and ideals of what we want to do.
Yeah.
And we just have to be one, listen to your child
Yeah.
and listen to your
Yeah.
situation and your,
Right.
body,
Yeah.
and then respond to that.
Yeah. And be flexible.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's hard to yeah, go away from what your ideal is, but listening to your child and your body is probably the most important thing. So switching to formula felt more like a relief to you?
Oh, fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
it was
good.
because he was not pooping blood, you know? It was
Yeah.
so looking back now, it was so scary to
Yeah,
change his diaper and not be sure what was gonna be in it,
yeah,
and just for such a long time,
yeah.
for months, you know, and
That's so
obviously
hard.
we were checking in with the doctor, doing
Yeah,
all
right,
sorts of
right.
things, and they're like, "Okay, keep monitoring,"
Yeah,
and at this point, like, "Okay, this is the next step," and
yeah,
it was, like, sad because I had this idea of breastfeeding
yeah,
was the best and that I needed to do that for at least a year,
yeah.
and then it was like, no, this is the best because it changed instantly.
Oh,
He was so much better after his first round of formula.
oh my Lanta,
Yeah.
that's so good.
Mhm.
Did he have, like, obviously his stool got better, did he have tummy relief and just kind of feel better overall too?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of his sleep
Yeah,
challenges in the
yeah.
beginning is his just tummy
It
did
didn't feel
not
good.
feel good.
Poor buddy.
Yeah, so yeah,
How wonderful that we have an alternative.
I know. I was like, "Oh."
What an amazing, amazing relief.
Mhm.
Good. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. I just wanted to put a plug for that because
Yeah.
yeah, because it's something that, like, maybe people don't talk about.
Yeah, and I feel like I mean, there's always shaming, you know?
Yeah, and a
Yeah.
fed baby is a fed
A
baby.
fed baby's a fed baby.
Yeah.
Well, and especially if they're having tummy troubles. I
Mm,
mean, truly, is breast milk the best if it's not agreeing with your baby and he or she is miserable? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, whatever we can do to make them happy and comfortable.
Exactly.
Sweet.
Mhm.
Okay, so last question.
Mhm.
What do you want your son to know about your journey to be becoming his mother?
Yeah. I feel like, man, that's such a good question. I think, like, for me, the journey to becoming his mother, like, like, took it so seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I did everything. I was researching,
Yeah.
had my team, like, it was just an amazing time of, like, doing these things for myself and for him to to be set up for, um, a really great start,
Yeah.
and that I learned so much about myself in the
Yeah.
process of
Yeah.
becoming his mom, and I'm still learning so much,
Yeah. Yeah.
and, like, this version of me is my favorite version of
Oh,
me.
I love that, Sarah. I love that.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for telling your story and
Yeah,
going over everything.
yeah,
It's
you're
so nice to
welcome.
have you on here.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.